Hey guys, how's it going? I've just been looking at my Game Boys and I've noticed right here is one of them I'm working on. I'm not going to show the front because it's still a work in progress. I still need to get the IPS screen in it, but I will be using the back just to demonstrate the differences that I'm going to talk about. So pretty much right here we have, imagine this is just normal, same housing as this one. Right here we have a 1989 Game Boy model, and right here we have a after 1989 model. And a lot of people would say, oh, these are both the same ones. Well, they're actually a little bit different. One way you can tell that your models are different than you have the first year is that you can tell by the screws. Now, with this case, these are actually replacement screws, but they are pretty much almost exactly the same that you'd find on the original 1989 models. Now, the 1989 models used a type of screw that is a little bit similar to Phillips. It will fit Phillips, and that's how you know that you have a 1989 model. Now, if you have something that looks a bit like that right there, it's a little bit hard to see, but that is a triwing. What that is, it's pretty much just Nintendo's security proprietary screws. If you have that, that means that your console is after 1989, even though, your copyright symbol says 1989, et cetera, and, you open up the back of this, and down in there, it's kind of hard to see in there, but down there it says 1989 right there inside there. It's kind of hard to see. We can turn that on. There you go. You see it says 1989. And another way you can tell the age difference is you can see this is the original and this is the other one. And if we put them side by side, you can see the manufacturing just labels are different. They're different fonts and everything. That's one way to tell if you have a different year. So like I said, the earlier models, they tend to have a lot more thinner numbers with the printing, and the later models are more thicker and more defined. The logos, like I said, are always kind of the same. This either just says Nintendo, same thing. They're pretty much exactly the same. But yeah, like I said, you see the screws here. They're similar to Phillips, very similar to Phillips. And then you see right here, this is a better view. These are more like tri-wings, as you can see. So pretty much 1989 only to a little bit of 1990, and then late 1990 and further on until they came out with the Pocket and not the Pocket, but the Game Boy Color. They used tri-wings on these systems. So a lot of times people will go in and they'll buy the earlier models and they'll think, oh my God, someone's tampered with my Game Boy. And that is completely incorrect. I see a lot of people talk about it, even on the forums. When I was looking to see if anyone ever did a video on something like this, on Reddit specifically, a lot of people thought that the answer to the question was it was tampered with, which is incorrect. So that is pretty much an explanation between the two models that you'll have with the Nintendo Game Boy. A lot of people don't really know about this. I mean, I wouldn't say that it's definitely a different type of model. Like I said, it's still the same software, but it's definitely a different year that you got it, if that makes sense. So that's a way to tell the difference between what year, if you actually have an original first year model versus the ones that came out within the 8 years of the Game Boy span life. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I'm going to be getting the IPS screen in this hopefully soon. I'm waiting on DHL. We all know how DHL is. So hopefully that's going to be good. I'm going to be installing a nice, funny playing RetroPixel screen into this bad boy. So it's going to be very nice. Very nice. And this one is going to get a refurb. We're going to fix it up. We have some issues with the battery terminals, a little bit of corrosion. So we're going to also be doing a video on this one. The screen works fine, though. Everything else works fine. We might replace the batteries with some OEM ones that buttons with some OEM ones that I have lying around. So that will be very fun. So stay tuned, and thank you for watching.